Okay, so in our in our previous video we said we're gonna be using React for the front end, which is true. We will be using React. We will also be using Bootstrap for all our styles, and I also need to see. I think there is something called code mirror. Code mirror for the actual code editor, right? So we will use those, and let's start it with React. So I have this RubyPen folder on my computer, and let's do front end. Oops. And let's run the npx create react app, and let's call it RubyPen. So while we're waiting for that, let's go to GitHub. Let me just lower myself here, lower myself a little more, and let's create a repository. So this one will be public. Let's call this RubyPen frontend and React based frontend for our RubyPen project, or let's say for our CodePen clone RubyPen. Okay, so we have a repository, and now what do we have? Let's cd here. Let's open this in VS Code. Okay, let's update the Visual Studio Code. Okay, let's expand this a little bit, and let's see what do we have here. Okay, now let's also run yarn start. Okay, so this is what we have. So let's do some cleanup here. We will not need a logo anymore. I don't think we will need any of this, to be honest. So we just wanna dump all of this and do just a div and hello, and there you go. So we have that. When it comes to the app CSS, I guess we can leave it for now, just because we will be writing some custom custom CSS. Let's see what else do we have here. Service worker, all of this stuff, index CSS. I guess we can actually use, yeah, let's use index CSS, and let's get rid of the app CSS. So we can delete that one. We don't need this one anymore. That's gone. Logo SVG, we don't need it. Well, I just want to leave all these other files. So yes, that's okay. So let's see. If you run git init, okay, git status, okay, deleted that, git add dot commit, first commit, I guess, and let's connect this to the remote, to the branch, and let's push it to the master. And there we go. We're gonna update all these readme files and all of that later. So the first thing first, we have React added. Let's add Bootstrap. So yarn add Bootstrap, and let me just see npm Bootstrap. So what does it say? Quick start, install yarn add Bootstrap. Okay, let's see the getting started page. I think we need to include a CSS. Somewhere here it says. Let me see the actual quick start, what's included. So quick start, download the latest release, read the getting started for information for the favorite content, templates, examples, and more. Okay. Documentation. Okay, get Bootstrap. Okay, fine. I guess we don't have to include anything. So let's see. If I run yarn start, so what is it going to tell us? Is it going to tell us here anything? Let's actually see. What is this? So div class name container, div class name row, div class name column mv4, and if we do this and then say here 1, 2, and oops, 3, what will happen here? Okay, nothing. So that's weird. Yarn start. Okay, so I guess Bootstrap is not included. So let me just see. I think I added it. One of some smaller projects I did recently. Let me just see quickly here on GitHub. Repositories. Styles, global CSS, no. Is it public? No. Styles, home module, no. Pages, okay, so it's import. Okay, so here then at the top, at the top of our JS file, so I guess here we can import Bootstrap, and okay, so now it's working. Okay, so with that out of the way, let's see on CodePen. So what do we have here? So we have actually, I don't think CodePen is going to be an example. I think we can use this. So okay, on the left side, files and folders, right side code, and then below we should probably take the full width like CodePen does of this. Oh, this is probably some output, yeah, console. So I guess once you type in something here, yeah, it runs the code and shows there, and then the console. I'm assuming if we do hello, for example, yeah, it shows. Okay, so this is then to render HTML, and this is to output the actual JavaScript. So we don't need to render any HTML, but what we do need to do is have this console where you can possibly run some code like that. So maybe you can say like Ruby, and then your whatever the script is, and then run it that way. But still, we need to figure out that part later. But for now, let's actually do like what this has. So let's see. So we need to have a full width. So we will say container fluid, and here I guess we should have some type of navbar. So let's do navbar from Bootstrap, and let's copy this, and I guess we can make a folder and we can call this common, for example, and then we can say header, or sorry, we can call this navbar, and let's make our navbar.js. Let's make our index.js. Let's do import navbar from navbar. Let's export it. Navbar. And then here we will say, well, we want this to be a functional. I guess we can just copy that. Or let's do import React from React, and let's do const navbar like that, and let's do return, and let's do that. And now let's replace all these classes with class names. Also, let's find that, replace it with class name like this. Okay, that's the first step. We'll just leave this for now as is. Let's just name Ruby pen. And then let's see. I think there is something that is not, yeah, okay, we don't need a form. We don't need a form, and everything else I guess we could just leave as is, and we of course need to export default navbar. And then here what we will do is import navbar from common, and then navbar. And that's the reason why we did navbar in this structure. So we have it as a folder and an index and then navbar.js. So any custom styles we can do, we can for example make it here that's only related to navbar and all of that stuff. And let's render this, but to be able to render it we need this fragment, so that we can just say add the navbar. And now if you see here we have navbar. Dropdown doesn't work and all of that, which is fine because we don't need any of that at the moment, so we can actually go ahead and remove that. So that is gone, this is gone, home can stay home, but let's just remove all this other stuff that we don't really need, and that is our navbar. Okay, so we have that. So I guess we can do like, let me see, when you have this we can have file, new file, window, I guess new folder, new file, or we can have these. And for those, what can we actually use? We can use Bootstrap again. Okay, so let's do our basic grid now. So let's close this. We don't need this anymore. So I guess we can do here, we can say div class name, and maybe we do like a card, and then we do class name card body like that, and then we say here folders and files. Okay, so this is actually way too big than what we need it for, so maybe we can do 3 and this one can be 9, and we get rid of this one, and then we can also use the card, and we can say here code editor goes here. Okay, so our files and folders here, code editor there, it's too close to the navbar, so let's add a margin top 3. Okay, that's fine. And now at the bottom below all of that we need to have our row. Where does it close? Here. Okay, row, and we will do a full width 12, and let's add it also a card, and let's do card body, and maybe do h5 class of card title, and we can say here console, for example, like that. And let's also push this like that. So I guess this can be our structure, how we can actually set this up. And let me just do like this. So we have our files and folders here. We should probably set like a max height. And then we have our code editor where you can actually select a file, and it, yeah, so once you create a folder and create a file, and once you click on the file, once that file should open up here. Now I guess we can also do what Visual Studio does. Once you click on another file, you should probably open it like that here, and you can close it. Right? Yeah, we should do that as well, but let's do that a little bit later. So I guess we can wrap this up into, let me see, card body, card title. Let's see. Oh, here we go. What does it say here? So card title, that is that one, but card header is what I'm actually looking for. So card header, and that's inside of a card, outside of the card body as far as I can remember. So let's see, class name, file, maybe we can call this file manager, maybe. Let's see. Okay, we have a file manager, and then here we should do this. Now I don't think I'll be doing this, like hiding and like toggling. Maybe we actually can toggle, but I don't think it's gonna be necessary for the first iteration. And also I don't think I'll be doing, actually we could forget what I just about to say. So okay, so we have that. Let's indent this a little bit more. So okay, let me just see. npm bootstrap, or actually React Bootstrap. Now there are a few of these. You're currently in the master branch. Okay, here. Okay, get started. Okay, I guess we should take advantage of this one. So we already have a Bootstrap, and maybe we can sprinkle a little bit with the actual other cool stuff we can do. Okay, let's yarn. What was it? Start. Okay, components. Let's see here. Navbar. Where is the drop downs? Docs for the current release. You're doing other JDocs for the master branch. Okay. Components. What is the difference? Drop downs. Okay. Here we go. So maybe we can have something like actions here. I don't know if we put it. Maybe we can actually. Let's try that one out. So let's do, because it's Ruby, let's do red. So how do we do this? So we need a drop down. And what does this does? Provide a title, drop down. Okay, let's use this one because it has a title prop. So in our here, instead of having the file manager, let's call file manager as our title, and we need to import just the drop down button. Yeah, drop down button and then drop down. So we need drop down button. So let's import that one, and we also need import, I'm assuming import drop down. Yeah, and we need drop down. Okay, so let's see. Okay, file manager. Do we want it like this, or do we want to do that in the navbar like that, like file and then new, but then get the file new? Yeah, let's do it like this, so we can say new folder, new file. Yes, let's say new folder and then new file. Now let's remove this because we don't need that one. So new folder and new file. Now let me see React icons. Let's add this package because we're going to be adding a bunch of icons. Yarn add icons. Yarn start, and let's see. I think I saw, yeah, this one to actually find it. So maybe add. Okay, let's see. Which ones of these make sense? I guess these two. So for the folder, we can use this one, and that is, what is that? AI. So here, yeah. So import this one from React icons AI, and we also want to import this one like that, and then here this is the new, let's do the new file first. Yeah, touching too many buttons at the same time, right? And then let's do this one. So now we should, yeah, okay, new folder and new file. And to be honest, I'm not really digging all of this. Kind of looks a little bit wonky. Let me see. So these guys, they have this and that. So I guess we can just do that. Now how do we go about and do that? I guess we can say maybe let's try just a plain bootstrap, like button class name, and this would be button link, and then we do this, so folder add, and then we do a file add like this, and we comment this out. So I don't think I like it again. What if we got rid of the header completely and we just have it in our body like this, and we run HR like a line? Will that be? Well, probably. I just think we need it a little bit bigger. So let me see, React icons, show me what the props are. So what do we have? Really? Oh, here. So color, sure, size 1 EM. So size 1 EM, I guess we can say size is 2 EM. Will it change anything? Okay. I guess 2 EM actually works better. And this one also 2 EM. Okay, I mean it's not perfect, but I guess it's gonna work. And now once we click that, we want to trigger this model. We want to say, okay, name your file or name your folder. I think that's gonna be a cool approach. And we want this vertically centered way. So okay, we need a model, and okay, I guess we can just copy this example for now until we figure out. And we also need, from React, we need use state and use effect. And where is this app? What do they have? Model show, set model show. Okay, so what else do they have here? Button, and then rendering in the model. Okay, so we can say const model show, set model show, use state false, and then this button we will just use the on-click event. So here we will use this, and then we will render the actual model. Let's put it at the bottom like this, and you gotta import model, right? So import model, we don't need it independent, I guess. Let's see, model.header, model.body, model, okay. So we need a model, and we also need a button. So let's do import button from React Bootstrap button. So now if I click, we have this model, and if I click this, we don't have nothing, which we didn't really connect that one. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's interesting. So model heading. Let's set model heading. Maybe we can say create. What do they say? Do they say anything? No, they just create a folder. I see. New, I guess new folder. Yeah, I guess we can call it like that. So new folder, and then here, I guess we don't need any of this. We can just say input. Now let's add some type. What is this? Text and placeholder. Name your folder. I guess that could work. Name your folder. Yes, we can also add a class. Form control. Okay, and close, and I guess we also need another one. So what is it? This one has props. Okay, on hide, set shop. Okay, and here we're just gonna not have anything on click. Let me just see buttons. Okay, button. So success. So it's variant success. So variant success. We will say create a folder. Okay, so we have our create folder. We have this. I guess you get a picture where I'm trying to go with this. And okay, let's see the console here. Let's add a HR, and then here this will be the hardest part, but let's see this React code mirror. I'm assuming this is the one. Ships with notional control component. Okay, demo. Let's see the demo. Okay. Ooh, material looks nice. Okay, JavaScript control uncontrolled. Okay. Control one. Okay, options value nice. On before change. Okay. And what is this? HTML. Okay. Interesting. So I guess let's try this out. So we need these two. So yarn add these two. Okay, yarn start. Okay. So material, meat, mode. I guess mode is the actual language that we are including here. Okay, now let me see. Okay, so uncontrolled, let's do that one. Include uncontrolled. So let's see here. I guess we don't need really these drop downs. Just a little bit nicer, I guess. And let's place this line numbers, value. Okay, so in our code editor goes here. Let's just add this and see what happens. Okay, I'm not quite sure what is going on, but I guess we didn't import the styling. Yes, here we go. So yes, we need these, and we can import these in our index.css. So will that change anything? What does it say? Node modules, loader, node module, modular file can't resolve, code mirror. Aha. Oh, okay. Let's see if we do a require. Will this do the trick? So instead of here, will this work? Okay, that works. Okay, so we have that. Now the mode. Let's see. Require code mirror mode Ruby. Here we go. Okay. And we don't need, I'm assuming we don't need these two. Can't resolve code mirror Ruby. And why is that? Oh, I see. Ruby. Is there anything here? Okay, that was an interesting one. And then in our app.js, I guess mode will be Ruby, and then this will be puts or puts hello there. Okay, so that kind of works. Let's see, class, human, and def initialize name. Oh, nice. Name is name. Say hello. Okay. Hello there. Name. Okay, this actually looks very nice. And perfect. It has this scroll, which is amazing. And what if I do something like require car? Okay, that works. Like, looks nice. Okay, nice, perfect. And of course, if you refresh, it doesn't really do anything. Okay, so we have that kind of out of the way, which is perfect. And now let me see, do we want to have this card surrounding it, because it kind of looks a little wonky. I mean, sure, this looks way nicer, obviously, but let's see without the card. So if we do this and just move it up, yeah, I guess this is nicer. This is nicer. I also don't think I like the border radius that the card has by default. Let me just see, card border radius. Yeah, I think I like it sharp. Let me see. Let's just write some inline styles. Style border radius 0. So this is for files and folders. Yeah, that's a little nicer. And let's also do the same for this one. Then console is kind of too heavy as well. Maybe just change the complete theme. Let me see. So if, what is this one? This is 2.5 whatever. Let's see. Index CSS body. Body, we actually don't need any of this stuff. Let's say background color and this. And what if we do Adobe color wheel? Is that the one? Color wheel. And this is the color. What if we do something? Actually, let me see. I guess we want to make everything else a little more, like, to stand out a little bit. So I guess the actual input should be darker than the actual out, like the rest of it. So I guess the body, let's do some photoshopping, right? So this is our main color, and if we go lighter, let's try like that. So then background color, yeah, this actually doesn't look bad at all, right? And I'm guessing these should also be the same color as this one. So again, this, and we can say our app here. So this, what is this gonna be? A card, I'm assuming. Background color will be this. Okay. And then we can do the same for where the console is, lower here. But it's actually not the same color. So let me see. What is going on here. Inspect. Let's see. Code mirror. This one, color, okay. Material, okay. So background color. So this one and this one. Yeah, I think this is way nicer. And now what can we use is we also need something for our header, and our header or our navbar can actually also be the same background color. So I guess we can say remove this BG light and add background color, this one. I guess we can also add a shadow. Is it SM? Yeah, sure, there is a little shadow there. And think this is pretty okay for now. So now let's see the height of this. So code, where is this code? So auto scroll component should scroll cursor position. Okay, that's fine. We want to have that auto cursor. That is fine. Options, code mirror configuration. Let's see in that one. Define mode, custom mode. Okay, that is fine. Programmatically scroll to specific coordinate. Okay. Select ranges. Okay, and then events. Editor did it. Why is this so narrow looking? Yeah, that's weird. So component is now responding to new props. Okay, did attach. Editor did configure. Configuration has been set. Okay, that's all fine. Now let me just see here. So value, sure, mode, we have that. Line separator, string, explicitly set the line separator. Okay, we don't need that. Theme. Okay, let's see what other themes do they have. Wow, I think I used this Monokai a lot before, but okay, we're not gonna be bothering with that. Indent unit 2, sure, smart indent, boolean, default is true, nice. Tab size, so tab size defaults to 4. Now I want tab size to default to 2. So then let me see, where was this? There was this setting, custom mode, options. Okay, options. So if we see here, where is this? Okay, we have options, and now if we do tab size, I want it to be 2. So now if I do def hello, okay, and then yeah, that's exactly what I want. Okay, let's see what next do we have. Indent with tabs, whether when indenting the first end tab size space should be replaced by end tabs. Okay, we don't need that. Electric charge configures whether the editor should re-indent the current line when a character is typed that might change its proper indentation. Sure. Special characters, so we can write some regex. Perfect. The direction, okay, key map, extra keys, configure mouse. Oh wow, okay. Mouse, all these mouse events, on drag, move on drag, okay. Okay, first line, okay. Okay, now let me see, is there height, cursor height? Okay, we don't need a cursor height. The outer element that should be used for quality width height. Okay. Resize to fit its content. So this will resize to fit its content. I don't think we want that. I think we want to set a height size, which I think this height might be okay. Let's see if this keeps going. I guess we can increase it a little bit, but I'll definitely look into that. Okay, now let's see. Now these numbers, the color actually is very nice. I guess we can use that for our titles here. So let's see, files and folders, style, color, and this one. Sure, I actually like that. And then the console, yeah, I think this is a little too crazy. Let's also apply the same thing. That's perfect. Okay. That's perfect for now. And just as a cherry on the top, let's see this. I don't think we will need anything to go here, so I guess we can just comment this out, and then we can use, let's do some photoshopping again. Let's go duplicate layer, let's make a new one. So then this one we can actually use. So let me just grab this. Guess we can just crop all of that, and let's see, crop tool. Guess we can go like that so we don't ruin the shadow. We can go, I guess that's okay for the side, that's okay for the side, and that should be okay for the bottom. Okay, let's save this. Actually, why don't we just make the whole logo as a PNG? Okay, what did I just do here? Cancel, sure. So let's say canvas size. So we are in pixels. I don't know, 713 should be fine, or maybe not. And let's move this like that, That's okay. Let's add a font, and let's say pen. Okay, I guess this won't be good enough, so we gotta stretch it out a little more. Let's see, 1013. Is that good? Okay. Okay, that's fine. And this, I don't know, maybe 237. Okay, that is great. And let's increase the font size like that. Okay, that's the middle. Okay, we are almost there, but not quite there yet. Okay, now let's see where we're at. Perfect. I think this is actually looking pretty good. And this is Helvetica regular. Nice. And I'm just gonna shrink it a little bit here. And let's call this logo. And let's export it for web. Okay, CodePen logo, good. I'm just gonna upload it to to a CDN. Let me just see. Okay, logo. Okay, and let's change this. So we can just have image source class name. This will be image fluid. I think that's the class name. Navbar brand. Now let's close it. I think that's no. I guess it's not. And what if I do without it? Okay, it kind of wrecks the whole thing. I guess we need to give it like a width. So can we say like width, and we maybe do like 180? Yeah, looks good. And then the model. So the model should follow our styling convention, which is, I'm not sure quite what at the moment, but I'm assuming it's going to be like darker background and all of that. Okay, so let's see what we did here. Okay, commit, Bootstrap, added basic structure, added. And that's it for this video. Okay, we'll continue the next one with more of React, and then the third one we will start doing some server-side stuff. Okay, bye.